Hello, my name is Lynn Gillespie, and I will be your guide to discover the 12 high-performance garden characteristics with weekly training videos. A high-performance garden is one of the most fun, productive, and organic gardening experiences you will ever have. A garden that is enjoyable, weed-free, productive, and so very easy to achieve. Hello, I'm Lynn Gillespie, organic farmer and creator of the Abundance Garden course and the Leafy Greens course. We are here today to teach you about the high performance garden characteristic number 9, which is extending the season. This is the 6th video in our Cool Season Garden series. So today we're going to learn about frost protection, what to cover and when to cover the plants. For most of us, frost and hard freezes will happen. There's no option. Our goal is to protect the plants through the early light frost to extend our garden season for a few more weeks. Usually you can extend your season up to 8 weeks for the cool weather crops and 3 to 4 weeks for the warm weather crops. So let's first define what a cool weather crop is and a warm weather crop. The cold weather plants will take a freeze down to about 20 to 25 degrees Fahrenheit, and then they will thaw out and be fine. Plants like lettuce and spinach and kale. A warm weather plant will not tolerate frost at all and will die once it's frozen, like tomatoes, peppers, and squash. So if you need more explanation, go to our website and read the article, Know Your Planting Zones. There you will find a list of cool weather and warm weather plants. So the first thing we need to do is to identify the cool and the warm weather plants in the garden. And once you know what types of plants you have, you will know what type of protection they will need to get them through a cold night. We have a very short garden season here on the farm, and the warm weather plants usually have immature fruit on them when the first frost threatens. We will usually get a frost down around 20 degrees Fahrenheit toward the end of September, and then it warms up and it may not freeze until the end of October. So my goal is to get the tomatoes and peppers through the first killing frost so they can continue to ripen the remaining fruit that is on the vines clear into October. The soil under the plants is still warm and will radiate heat upward through the night. And our job is to capture the radiant heat and hold it around the plants so the cold air doesn't get to the plant and freeze it. We will go over what types of covers to use on the next video. About 3 weeks ahead of my average first frost date, I will start watching the weather forecast. I will use the same forecast every day to get a feel for how accurate it is for my garden. I use weather.com, and it can get about 4 degrees colder in my garden than what they predict for my zip code. Every garden will have its own microclimate and temperature range, and you will want to get a thermometer and put it in your garden so you can figure out the differences that your garden has from the forecast. I have this one garden that has a low spot in it where the frost will settle, and in the spring I will get a frost streak that runs diagonally right through my garden every time we get a frost. It is always the same pattern, so I know not to plant my warm weather plants in that area. So once I know that I have 4 degrees Fahrenheit colder to add to the forecast, I can predict the nights that I will need to cover the plants. Some people will have gardens that are up next to the house, and they will be warmer than the forecast for your area. So the goal is to figure out about how many degrees difference you have from the forecast that you're following. For the warm weather plants, I will cover them if the forecast says it'll be 36 degrees Fahrenheit or colder. For the cold weather plants, I know that they will take a frost easily down to about 25 degrees Fahrenheit, so I will cover them if the forecast says it'll be around 29 or lower. So once you figure out how many degrees your garden differs from the forecast, you add or subtract that from 32 degrees Fahrenheit to know when to cover your plants. So now that we know when to cover the plants and which plants will need to be covered at which temperature, we're ready to learn about the different types of frost protection. And I will cover this in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to learn the specifics of our high-performance garden system so you can have an amazing cool season garden, then enroll in our Leafy Greens Container Garden course or the Abundance Garden course. In these courses, you will learn all the details and instructions and trade secrets you need to be successful. You will also get garden coaching to help you get your garden up and running. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week for another edition of the High Performance Garden video training series. May your garden be easy, fun, productive, and always organic. Want access to more videos like this? Click the link in the description below this video to join the High Performance Garden community for free. Community members receive weekly High Performance Garden video trainings, articles, and trade secrets delivered directly to your inbox. Do you know anyone else who is frustrated and struggling with their garden? Share this video so they can begin to transform their garden into a high-performance garden too. They'll thank you later. If you want to transform your garden into a high-performance garden in one season, you can enroll in the Abundance Garden course, the only gardening course where you can garden step by step with your gardening coach. Click the link in the description below this video to learn more about the Abundance Garden course. If you have a topic you would like us to make a video about, please send us an email. Or if you have a gardening question, you can also email us at thelivingfarm@tds.net. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. May your garden be easy, fun, productive, and always organic.